Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my stream here. Thank you for joining me here today on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon, actually evening, July the 7th. Did some upgrades to my live stream. I have a couple more things I can do, including bring up different, let me see here if I can do this right now. Bring up QRZ pages as well as maybe bring some people in on Zoom. So, just like something like this here. We can go through and, click on pictures. I could type in other people's. It's Curtis Wilson. He's got an awesome page. I really need to upgrade mine. I'm really jealous. And he also has a YouTube video he did of his ham shack. And you guys should check it out here. I could probably put it in the chat right now, which I will momentarily once I pull this off of here. Check out all this cool radio stuff. Antenna. Look at those grounding wires. I feel like I have to sneeze. And he's got the RE320 right about here. Well, maybe not. It's got a big page. There it is. Crown jewel of his audio setup here. AJ60. All right, so I'm going to throw his what's it called? His put mute on that. I'm going to throw his I'm spacing here. I'm listening to something else in my ear also. His Curtis's web tour, Ham Shack tour from his YouTube page on my chat here. So you can check it out. It's pretty cool stuff. Anyways, let's get to some radio here. See if anybody's on frequency here.
Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf, monitoring 144-250, City of Chino. Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf, monitoring 144-250 from the City of Chino. Anybody on frequency by chance?
This might be one of those quiet nights again here on Frequency. Of course it is. Anybody in the stream right now, jump in and say hi in the chat. We'll be moving over to the Bozo net here in probably about 14 minutes or so. 15 minutes, actually, to be exact. This is Greg, K6EGG. I'm going to bring in Curtis's video while we're waiting. Let's see, I got to go, I think I got to go here.
Jeff antennas. Let's open up the gate here. So here is one of my...
This is pretty cool right here. This antenna farm is amazing.
This is a 40 meter to 40 meters to 10 meters ground plane. So it's mounted on rigid pipe up 10 feet. And the antenna is made by 05. It works very good.
By the way, we're watching AJ60's
There's my
Ham Shack tour from his YouTube page.
with a couple of Torrids on it. And this antenna did not need any ground radios at all, but since I had the time and I'm retired, I decided to put 32 ground radios in. And so that's how I have it. What you'd say,
Fred would be proud, by the way.
you get high winds in the high desert.
KN6OS, that is.
So I used 3 not stainless, but metal fence posts to tie it off. Works really good. This one is probably my favorite antenna of all. I made it from telescoping aluminum that I bought from DX Engineering. And so it's 66 feet long. It's an NVIS antenna for 40 meters. And you can see I used metal fence post here and some 1-inch PVC pipe to hold it.
Amazing
And
craftsmanship there.
A little homemade
Curtis.
balun at the feed point. It is mounted 10 feet off the ground. It has the lowest noise of any antenna that I have. Works fantastic, especially between here and about 600 miles. I have talked DX with it before. This antenna here is a 40 meter ground mounted vertical, and it goes up 33 feet tall, and I do have guide ropes on it because the wind blows pretty much in the high desert. So I put that in originally.
That it does.
As an omnidirectional 40 meter antenna, and then I wanted more gain. So somebody had mentioned to me that if you add a reflector, so there's a reflector right there. I think that's like 34.5 feet tall. There's a reflector. This is the driving element. And then here is a director. And down farther is another director. So the whole antenna is 66 feet across in diameter. It gets, I'm just guessing, probably about 8 dB gain on 40 meters. So it does really, really good.
Sure,
Now,
it does.
See,
That's just an amazing antenna
I like
farm.
to use metal fence posts for mounting my antennas and stainless steel radiator hose clamps. So right now it's pointing northeast, right towards Europe. Originally I had it pointed directly north, and I use these fence posts here to connect the reflectors to and the directors. This antenna, I can talk to South Africa anytime there's any station down in South Africa. I can talk to them very easily. I usually get 5.9 plus. Of course, I run about 600 watts too. That does help. Here is another antenna right here. It's hard to see. It's 270 feet long, and it is a beverage antenna that runs along my fence line. It's only for receiving purposes only. Works great. Oh, and you can see up there, that is an end-fed half-wave antenna for 80 meters to 10 meters. Now, and I have some more. I will go over antennas over here.
I think I want to chill underneath that tree right
I did
now.
have an inverted V for 40 meters hooked here, but one of the wires came off of it. So I need to put that back up. So this is a in-fed half-wave antenna for 80 meters to 10. That's the feed point right there on that post. It's up 15 feet, then it travels along here, and it goes up to 25 feet for the rest of the way for about 130 feet. You probably can't see it in the video. And at the top up there, that is a G6 made by Hustler. It is 2 5/8 waves vertical collinear. It's called the G6 because it is 6 dB gain. It works really good. Let's see if I can open up my fence here. So that antenna is a homemade.
For those of you tuning in, this is
17-meter
AJ60's Ham Shack
dipole.
Tour.
Whenever I get on 17 meters, it works great. I don't ever get on there very often. So you can see how I like to use electrical conduit for my mask. So that's like 1.5 inches right here. And then another 1.5 inches. And I used, they call them Mineralax or minis. You can get them at Home Depot. And that's how I was able to make this one up 25 feet to the feed point. And there's a balun right there that feeds it. I didn't make it, I bought it from Balun Designs. Here is the feed point for my beverage antenna. I bought that from DX Engineering. 270 feet long, only for receiving purposes. It works really good. And now I'll go over to another section. In fact, if you can, I don't know if you can see that on top of my roof. There's 2 meter 440 verticals over there. The one on the left is the GP9. The one on the right is the X700. So the X700 is about 7 feet taller than the right-hand side. That's an X700.
For those of you just tuning in, this is the AJ60 Ham Shack Tour. You can check out the uninterrupted version. I put it in the chat there. Link of that in the chat there from his YouTube page. This is a great little shack tour. He's got an awesome antenna farm.
I don't know if you can see that or not. There's my 20 element beam. 10 elements vertically, 10 elements horizontally. And it's fed it with 2 runs of LMR 400, so I can switch between vertical and horizontal polarization. It works great, works really good. And so I don't know if you can see
that
it
it
or not,
does.
but there is a disc cone antenna that I use just for receiving. You can transmit on it. I have transmitted 2 meters on 440, so it works, but it's not very good. And you can probably see there's 4 stainless steel radios that I added to the GP9 because Fred told me it makes it work great. So I just happen to have 2 4-foot long stainless steel whips, and I connected them just a little bit below the GP9. That's the X700 right there. And I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but there is 11 element 70 centimeter M squared beam that I have permanently pointed towards the Cajon Pass. I think it's like 13.5 dB gain, something like that. Works great. Works really good. And there's another antenna, but I don't think you're going to be able to see it. It is a horizontal loop antenna that I used on another radio I have in my bedroom. And of course I go up on my roof pretty much all the time. So I leave this ladder just pretty much stuck right here all the time. There's some more pictures there. My coax. I don't exactly make things look pretty. Over there on my chimney I do have another mount for putting another antenna. I have this antenna right here. It's a GP6. It was mounted up where the GP9 is, so it's just laying on my roof. And if you look way over there on the roof, there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 element beam antenna that I had at one time mounted to the pipe right there, and I took it down because I needed the coax for something else. This is what I call my brown house. You know why I call it the brown house? Because it's brown. I was at one time thinking about turning it into my radio shack, which would have worked really good. So you can see the wire up there. It's part of a 230-foot long horizontal loop. It's not very high up in the air. I'd like to get it about 30 feet.
Once again, for you guys joining in just right now,
today.
This is Curtis AG60's ham radio shack
Sitting on the
tour.
ground is a 3-element quad antenna.
Great stuff here.
That I originally made to do single sideband. It works great. Works really good. Took it down because I wanted something with a little bit more gain to it, but I still have it. I can put it up anytime I want. So there's my backyard. So I have just about 2 acres here. So I've got all kinds of empty space for antennas. The problem is where my HF station is located, it's like 300 feet from the feed point over there on my 4-element array. That's about 300 feet, which is about the maximum distance I really care to go. It's okay for, 40 meters, 7 meters, 160 meters. But anything higher than that, I'd get too much coax loss. Now, if I wanted to put a 160 meter up antenna up, I have no problem. I can go way over 300 feet and get very little loss. So I will close this. And I will go into my HF Radio Shack so you can see. It's nice out here in the summertime. So now I'm in my VHF radio shack, and there's the Icom 9700, and below that there is an FT450D that I bought many years ago. I have that hooked up to a horizontal loop, and that's the antenna tuner that I use with it. It's only rated for 300 watts. I rarely ever turn it on, but when I do it, it works great. There's my rotator control, a Yaesu 450AG, and there's the speaker that I listen to, an old Kenwood SP520, and you can see I have a couple muffin fans sitting on top of my radio, blowing on kind of medium speed. They're very quiet. I probably didn't need that, but I wanted to do it. And there is an FTM 400 that I use for crossband repeat on 2 meters, or C4 FM. It works fantastic. It's a great little radio. I have another one of these in my car. That's pretty cool. And let's see, right here is my 8-band graphic equalizer, a W2IHY. It has 2 preamps. You plug in the microphone, which I have my microphone plugged in right here, which is an XLR. Then it has an input preamp, so I can turn up the gain so that I get enough drive into the equalizer. And then it also has an output preamp, which feeds into here, my microphone input. And I listen to Fred. I got a Torrid right there, or not a Torrid, but a ferrite bead. And so here's the microphone, which I've had for a couple weeks. Works really good. It might not sound too good, but it looks professional, tell you that. And let's see, this doodad right here, I flip this, and that's how I key my transmitter to talk on 2 meters, 440. I also have another switch over here that I can flip on and off to key the transmitter, so I can either do it here or I can do it here. I usually do it here because it's easier. And there is my Astron 35M, and underneath my thing right here I have another 35 amp power supply that I'm not using at the moment. And right here is my coax switch for all my antennas. So in the first position I have the beam antenna. The second one is the beam antenna horizontally polarized. The third position is the GP9, and the fourth position is the not GP, but X700. And there's another coax switch under here, which you probably can't see. If I flip it, it changes over, so I use my 11 element 70 centimeter 11 element beam. It's on my roof, and you cannot see it, but underneath here I have a 2-position coax switch, and I can switch my antennas so they connect either just to this radio or they connect to that radio. And so I can use all my antennas, with either radio. Of course, mostly I use the Icom 9700. And there's my room. It's kind of messy. I've got, 4 or 5 HT radios over there. I got some soundproofing or sound foam that I bought online that I'm just getting ready to put up on my wall. I already have a strip over here. Let's see, and this is the FT3D. Yaesu does C4 FM, works fantastic. A great little radio. I probably really didn't need it, but my wife said why don't you buy yourself a new radio? I said, okay. So I usually use this for crossband repeat through the FTM 400. There's my TV. There's one 55-inch TV there, another 55-inch TV over here. I do have my Geochron on there, but I don't have it turned on at the moment. And let's see. And this is fairly a new radio, an Anytone 878 Plus. And it does DMR and it does AM, or it does FM, so it'll do regular repeaters. And it'll also do APRS. I use it for doing DMR. And I have another one that looks exactly the same, except it is an 868 and not a 878. If you're going to get into DMR and you want to buy a HT, this is the way to go. And this is my HF station out in my garage. It's a mess. I got tools all over the place. So there's the Icom 7300. Great radio. And this little doodad here is called an RTR-2, and what it does is if you have a radio that only has one coax connector on the back, but you want to have a separate receiving antenna, you connect your main antenna into here, and it also has a place for 3 other antennas that you can screw onto the back, and this thing will automatically switch between transmit antenna and receiving antenna. It's a pretty cool little gadget. And there's a coax switch that switches between, let's see if I remember, the 17-meter rotatable dipole, and also switches to the beverage antenna for receiving. And there's the antenna tuner, rated for full legal limit, 1500 watts. This little thing here is a noise canceller enhancer. It works good, but it takes a long time to get used to how to tweak all the controls to make it work good. Gets rid of noise. And this is the RCS4, which, oops, I can switch between 4 different antennas, which I do have an antenna switcher out in my backyard, and I can switch between all my HF antennas. Works pretty cool. Pretty cool. And there's a cheapo power supply variable. I can vary the voltage, the current. This antenna here I use whenever I put my whenever I put this radio in crossband repeat, the Yaesu FT8800. I use this as the receiving antenna. Notice Mickey Mouse. This is my receiving antenna. I can drive like a mile or 2 down the road and this antenna will still pick it up. And then I transmit, when I'm in crossband repeat, I transmit on the G6 that's on the side of my house over there. Old-fashioned Radio Shack power supply that I normally run just a few odds and ends things around here. And then I have a Maritron AL811H, puts out about 800 watts if you really drive it hard. I don't like to go that high. I usually keep it down around about 600 watts. Fantastic. This thing is absolutely amazing. It's called an LP100A. It's a digital vector watt meter. Extremely accurate. Extremely accurate. If my wife knew what I paid for that, she would not be happy. But if you got an amplifier, you definitely need a really accurate watt meter to tune to get the most watts out of your amplifier. Let's see, I can turn this thing off. And there's an oscilloscope I bought on eBay, a 50 megahertz dual trace Tektronix, and this I bought online. It's a Chinese made a function generator, which will do sine waves up to 50 megahertz, to square waves, sawtooth waves, arbitrary waves. Really cool. I mean, it's useless to have this if you don't have one of these. That's how I think in my mind. So here's another Astron RS35M that I use to power pretty much all this stuff. And let's see, there is another oscilloscope down there, really super old. It does need some work done to it, but it does work. Let's see, what else? What else? Here is the antenna that Greg, K6EGG, is using on his house. It's an X50. As you notice, it's just laying in my garage. I told Tony he can have it, but I don't know how I'm going to get it to him.
That's a good antenna, by the way. I can get about 100-mile radius.
6 feet tall. I bought it originally when I lived in a HOA housing tract that I could not put up any type of outdoor antenna, so this one just barely fit up in my attic. Worked really good. As you can tell, I'm retired and this place is a mess. I need to clean it up. And there's all my soldering station and tools for building things. Got a whole bunch of stuff here, components for making circuit boards, stuff, some number 10 wire. So let's see. We'll go outside. You might be able to see my antennas from outside. I don't know. It might be too bright. So there's my two vertical antennas and my beam antenna. I really need to put my beam antenna up higher because right now, even though that beam antenna is 13.5 dB gain, my verticals, which are fed at the same height at 25 feet, they go up. One goes up 24 feet, the other one goes up 17 feet. So a lot of times my vertical will work better than my beam. So if my beam was higher, about as tall as the top of my verticals, there'd be no comparison. The beam would beat out every single time. There's the G6 and a homemade 17-meter rotatable dipole, which is non-rotatable at the moment.
All right, that was AJ60 Curtis out in Apple Valley. His ham shack, pretty nice stuff there. We might play that again a little later tonight. That was off his YouTube page, so you can follow him there. He already has 5 views. I also put a link to it, uninterrupted, without me commenting on everything, even though I really enjoyed it. Pretty cool stuff by Curtis out there in Apple Valley, AJ60. Right now, it is time for the BozoNet, which I'm going to join in here.
I'll try to get it to you somehow or another.
Maybe. If I can get in. This is great, K6EGG. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down there at the bottom right. Much would be appreciated.
Maybe I had 2 of them. I don't know. But yeah, that came in a box. That's right. And the other box, hell, I don't know. I've had a few different kinds of radios. Anyhow, top of the evening to you there, Mike, and I hope everything's going good and so on and so forth. Everything's good over here. Just hanging out.
Yeah, the boy said. Yeah, this radio came in a box, so maybe it's for another one, unless they double boxed it, I'm not sure. But good to hear from you, Ted, and maybe, well, I'm not working tomorrow, but maybe we'll look for you Friday morning on the way to work.
Yeah, if I'm here, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I normally go to breakfast on Friday morning, so that's why you normally don't hear me. Last week, things didn't go as planned, so I was out on the radio a little bit here. Other than that, I don't talk on this stuff at all anymore. Anyhow, I'll let you go, and there's some people over there you're trying to get a hold of over by the Colorado River there, so I'm going to get out of here. WA6TED, Bozo number 2.
All right, good to hear from you, Ted. DXO, you want to look different direction, Pat, or you want me to look towards Havasu?
Give me a minute here. Anybody else up in Central Valley looking up towards Bakersfield now? And I'm going to rotate over to Lone Pine. Well, nothing heard. Let me come up here to Lone Pine and see if John's there. K6MWK, W6PMD. John, you around tonight? I got you in there. You're not moving the needle at all, but you're about a 2x2. Hope everything's okay up there in Lone Pine. You're getting a little bit cooler than we are. I think we were, I don't know, about 69 last night or something like that, or 70. We're still 86 here right now, but it's starting to cool off. A little bit of a breeze, and your signal took a deep dive, so hopefully you can still hear me. Yeah, I got you back up there now. Yeah, you're not moving the needle, but you're...
So I'm going to bring in...
5 right now.
This is Pat, W6PMD, his ham station, his QRZ page.
Okay, well, I'm going to have Mike look over towards the river.
He is sounding loud tonight here in Chino.
Yeah, you're good for about 4 or 5 seconds, and then it kind of takes...
He had a Bozonet party there a couple years ago. It was pretty good. Beautiful looking doggy there. Nice motorcycle. I'm getting some fish there. Looks like he got some DX contacts, or I guess that's his visitors there. Yeah, looks like it's got a little weather station on there. There's a beam there.
Yeah, 681. Hang on a second. Yeah, John, you
got another beam there.
Really boomed in there. The needle wasn't bouncing around much, but boy, yeah.
That's a nice looking station as always there. That's Pat, W6PMD. He's doing the Bozonet right now we're tuning in on. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Yep, exactly. Well, we'll maybe come around, take another look your direction in a little bit. I'm going to get the antenna swinging around. We'll have Mike pick up a couple of stations too over there in Arizona. So, John, K6MWK Lone Pine, W6PMD down here, Delta Mike 13. We'll catch you later. 834. Hang on, Fred. All right, 73 there, John. Fred, hang on a second. Let me pick up 681 first. Mike up in Hesperia, how you doing? Yeah, well, you know what? I got a pretty good path up to high desert from this location, and boy, your signal's booming in here too. I mean, you were loud. So, how long has it been since you checked in? There you go. Well, I've been doing the same thing. Got a garden going and trying to keep it alive in the heat, something else. So good to hear you there, Mike. Don't be a stranger. Maybe we'll catch you again on Sunday too. All right, Fred, you still with us?
Yeah, 834, no traffic.
All right, 834, no traffic. All righty. You going to go up to 270 and horse around?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. K6 West.
All righty. Anybody else wants to go horse around with these guys up on 270? Of course, after you check into the Bozonet. Join them guys. Friendly bunch. Take care there, Fred.
73, always, Reese. Thanks for running the net.
You bet. Thank you for all your support. All right, there, Mikey, KG6EXO, it's up to you.
All right, I won't let you down, Pat, I promise. KG6EXO looking east for check-ins to the Wednesday night Bozo Net. Anybody around?
Bozo 809.
The local station I heard just stand by. Good evening, David. How's it going in Havasu today? Here in Mariluma, we had a high of 93. Right now, it's 82 degrees. Had to be quite a shock to your system. Only 90 degrees. Shame on the mess. Well, it's good to hear from you there, David. Thanks for stopping by and checking in. I think I heard you say John was out there. KC6SDH, are you there? Very good. Copied Bozo 101. Got him checked in. How's it going your way, John?
Hey, don't leave any Hershey bars in your pocket. You'd have to. We just went to the store today, just past, by the way, W6BMB, and I went over to Tom.
All right, I think I'm going to jump out of this for a few minutes and go up to 270. See if anybody made it up here.
Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf, monitoring 144, 270. Anybody out there on frequency?
Monitor, why don't you just talk to somebody? You wouldn't have to monitor no more.
Well, that's why I started talking.
Jan 6 West Elliott, voice of Sarita South, 3 miles west of Duxbury Farm Stagecoach. Anyway, what a day.
What a day. I haven't checked in on the Bozo Net. I might slide back down there. Sounding pretty busy tonight.
Yeah, I checked in already. I got in and out, no traffic.
I did just hear you. And Curtis loaded up a shack tour on his YouTube page.
I didn't know Curtis had a YouTube page.
I didn't know either till today. I also played it on my channel as well.
Go to YouTube for Curtis is calling there, huh?
That's affirmative.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out.
I thought I heard him checking in there right when I was sliding up here, but maybe he'll hop up here. I want to congratulate him on his beautiful shack.
Wow, 27 minutes long? Wow. K6OS.
I played all of it, too, on my channel just a few minutes ago, live. I took the feed off of YouTube.
I'm going to check it out. K6OS.
Anybody watching the stream, feel free to say hi in the chat there. Just tell me where you're from. Love to hear from you. This is Greg, K6EGG, from the city of Chino, California. Whoops. Kind of quiet out here tonight. Again, it's a couple nights in a row it's been quiet. Figures when I go back to work, people probably jump back on the radio, but we'll see. This is great. K6EGG.
AJ60 Apple Valley.
Hey, Curtis, K6EGG Chino.
Oh, hello, Chino. I see you found my my YouTube channel. I just made that, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours ago, and I just posted that video. I'm amazed that you actually found it.
It was on your QRZ page, and I was kind of demonstrating some new features I have available for my channel, and lo and behold, I found it live.
Oh, cool. I didn't even know it goes to the QRZ page. Well, I guess I learn something new every day.
Well, you posted the link on your QRZ page.
Okay, yeah, I did. Yes, I did, now that you mention. I guess I'm not paying attention too good.
No problem. It's been a long week, I know for me. So, a pretty cool shack tour. I didn't realize you have 2 different shacks. You have a VHF, UHF, and a HF one. So, pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, it would be nice to have it all in one spot because it just looked cooler if I had the 7300 and the IC-9700, right next to each other. But I just didn't want to spend a whole lot of time out in my garage when it's 110 degrees outside. I like controlled environment.
Tell me about it. That's why I have the AC cranking right now, and here it's 90 degrees outside, or 85 or whatever.
Yeah, I got up to 110 out here in the high desert, which is normal for this time of year. I just really don't like to go outside when it's that hot. So, yeah, our air conditioner is humming away too. I think it's like 72 in the house, and right now it's 96, but it was 110 earlier. Well, I heard Fred on the Bozo net. Have you heard him here?
Yeah, he was down here for just a few minutes, but he has seemed to have disappeared. I think he went to go watch your video.
Yeah, so I'll have to go to the YouTube channel and try to figure out all the different things you can do. It takes me a while to learn something, so I'll probably go there tomorrow and kind of read some of the stuff. I know at first I tried to put up a 27-minute video, and it said, well, this is, one of your first times of putting a video up. You can't go more than 15 minutes unless we verify your identity. So I had to put my cell phone number in, and they sent me a special code. So I put that in, and now I think I can go up to like maybe 12 hours worth of video.
Yeah, I think that's my limit too. I think I have to reset when I do a live stream if I go past like 11 hours and 55 minutes. But I put a link to your YouTube page or your YouTube video, and I also played your YouTube video, my live stream. I hope you didn't mind that.
Oh, I don't mind at all. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, I thank you much. I don't know why I was thinking that that probably not too many people are going to see it, because I did post it on my QRZ page. But I'm glad you did. Yeah, that's cool. Now I can probably make some more videos of something.
You'd be amazed how many people watch YouTube videos. I posted a cat video a couple of years ago, and I've since deleted it because I had an encryption problem or something, but it had 26,000 views.
Wow, that's pretty good. I did upload a video that I made when me and my family, or me and my oldest son, his wife, and my grandson went up to Big Bear about 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's on my YouTube channel too. Anyway, my son is on his way home from Yorba Linda, and we usually get on 144-445 Simplex. I usually talk to him on his way here, so I'm going to jump out of here and go over there and see if I can make a contact with him. So I'll talk to you later there, Greg, K6EGG, AJ60.
What was that frequency again? 145 what?
144-445, 2 meters FM Simplex.
Cool deal. Enjoy. This is great. K6EGG. Thanks for stopping in.
I will be following him down there. I don't want to be spying. Oh, look at that. We got a 3-year-old running around in the background. You tiring yourself out so you can sleep all night? You want to come in and say hi and tell everybody how old you are again?
3.
Can you hold up your fingers? Your 3 fingers?
3.
Just hold them up to the camera there. Yeah, there you go. What are you going to be 4?
No, I'll just fall over like this.
You're going to forever be like that? You're going to be 4 ever? When are you going to be 4?
I think the kids fall over on our legs.
They fall over their legs, huh?
Like this.
Yeah? Daddy can't do that. He'll break in half. She's folding over. So when are you going to be 4?
We're on the ground.
When you're on the ground.
That's 4.
You out of here?
I think my room, Daddy.
I'll be in your room in just a minute, okay? All right, so I'm going to say goodnight to my 3-year-old daughter that's going to be 4 in a couple months, in October, by the way. I'm trying to get that out of her. At least she got her 3 fingers up, right? It wasn't a middle finger. Anyways, I'm going to leave the frequency or the radio going here on 144-270 on upper sideband. I'm sorry, I'm listening to something in my ear.
Anybody around? W6, WWD listening.
W6WWD whiskey. How's it going there, Ward?
Hey, Fred. Going okay. How you doing this evening?
Did our chokes come in today or no?
No, they said it's supposed to be here tomorrow. I got notification today. It says be there tomorrow. So we'll hopefully, so they send them out second day air, which I'm glad to hear, but we'll see.
Good. Did you look at AJ60 on YouTube? Did you check them out?
Yeah, how impressive is that, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but you got the other EQ that he don't have.
I'm sorry, say that again?
You have the other EQ edition that he don't have, the W2 something. He's only got one half, but he's talking about getting the other half. You got both of them. You like that?
Well, yeah, I guess I do. Yeah, so far so good. I mean, I've kind of left it alone lately, but it affords me to use my, my boom mic, the Heil that I had for years, and then hopefully it sounds better. I'm not sure, but yeah, I do. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, that was nice on his YouTube. How'd you find out about it?
Actually, I think Greg was streaming it on his channel.
How'd he find out about it?
You'll have to ask Greg. I have zero intelligence on that one.
Yeah, I just watched the whole thing. Very impressive.
Yeah, Curtis did a real great job on that. Yeah, he nice piece of property. Got a lot of antennas. Boy, that's take a lot of hands envious, you know.
I like it. He says, yeah, my antenna's only 250 feet long. Plenty of room. 250 feet. He's got 2 acres there. Yeah, walk in the park, huh? Hello, Don.
Hey, Don. What are you going to do? You going to cover the whole Shadow Park?
Hey, well, I listened to your net the other night there. I was coming up again. Yeah, I heard him real good on my radio there and SDR. Oh, yeah. What I did was I put a choke on my I don't know what they call that box that comes in your house where you get all your internet stuff before it comes to your router and your Wi-Fi. I put a choke on there and, oh man, made my SDR work real super good like a receiver. Yeah, the Legacy or Ping Time. I did mine. I'm super happy with it. I am super happy. I'm blown away by it. I told my friend, the computer expert, which he's an expert in computers, all this and that, and he did it. He called me back right away within 5 minutes. He goes, whoa! He was shocked. No, another guy you don't know, Mark. He's going to get his ham license, a computer expert. So then I talked to Ward, and he did it, but he didn't notice that much change on it. But my computer man did, and I did. So now I'm confused about Ward's setup. I don't know. What's your story, Ward?
Hey, Don. Hey, Fred. Give me a minute. I got to change the batteries in my grandson's mouth. I'll be right back.
Yeah, he's got to change his battery and his Wi-Fi and his router. What's new? Nothing much. Your net's coming up pretty soon at 8 o'clock. You know that, don't you? Because of the bozo net. Yeah, we got up to 8 o'clock, then we go back to 250 again. Yeah, we do that for common courtesy, a gentleman agreement. Yeah, but I'm making everybody else's big signal coming up, so, we don't want to interfere, Yeah, first we went to 260, and then I listened to the guys went to 260. I just heard a slight thing. I said, you know what, to 270. Let's get a, a really good 30 kc spread there, They're happy Bozo Ness, and he proposed us. He said, hey, what, you guys want to talk more? Go up to 270, So it's good for both parties. Yeah, I'm running the same antenna. Why? Am I louder or did I get weaker? Well, I've been putting more chokes on there. I've been choking everything up. Same antenna, same power, same location, didn't raise it up or nothing. Which I'm going to raise it up a little bit more, maybe, another 4 or 5 feet. And I'm going to move the antenna over about a foot. I got to move it a foot because I got my beam up now and my rotator with the beam, it just touches the antenna there. So I need like 2-3 inches. So if I move it a foot, then I got plenty of clearance when I rotate the beam. Yeah, I got a beam up now. I put my beam up now, and I clean up my rotator, put my rotator up now. I'm rotating. I'm moving on there, Don. Not on 2 meters yet because I don't have that one up. I'm cleaning that antenna up right now, but right now I got the 1.2 up, and I have talked to Keith, and I lent him my other 1.2 because he did not have antenna, and he didn't even have a coax cable with end connectors, so I lent him some coax cable and a 1.2 beam, so we're talking on 1.2 on the beam there. Me and him, we're 20 over, back and forth to each other, no problem. Yeah, slowly at the top. You got 1.2 or no? Well, you got to buy yourself a 9,700 so you can join the club. Well, they're thinking about kicking you out, but I begged them to keep you in there because you're a good old guy, old ham there. So, I said to save him. Save Don, save Don. Yeah, no problem. What's money? When you bury underground, you can't spend it, you can't enjoy it. You cannot enjoy it, Don. What are you saving it for? Yeah, come on. My dad never saved nothing for me. That's right. So enjoy life. Enjoy every day. Every day when I wake up and I'm above ground, I look around and have coffee. I say, you know what? Today's going to be a beautiful day. I'm above the ground. Go out and buy a new Corvette to celebrate. Oh, did you look at my car on the internet? Did you check it out? Oh, I took pictures of it. I showed you something. I haven't seen that one. Well, because it's a special car, and they only make so many. Look at it on the internet. Check it out on the internet how fast the car is. That is a race car, quarter-mile race car. It does real good in the quarter-mile. It's also a drag car. It's also a car on the track. It's a track car. It's a high-speed car. It does everything. That car does everything. It's dragster, road race cars. It's the fastest car in the United States, American-made. It's the 4th or 5th fastest car in the world with European, with Army-E's and everything. Yeah, he's going to have to work at it. Yeah, they're fast. He might get me off the line a little bit, but, who gets out the other end, that's what counts. That Shoemaker's pretty hot already. Yeah, I know that. You thought I was making all that noise, huh?
Yeah, I turned it in as you.
Now, Ward and Keith, and well, Keith and I went with Ward. We got a whole bunch of chokes coming in here to hopefully tomorrow. More chokes.
Get those big ones?
He's getting some big ones. I'm getting the 1-inchers.
Is that the clamp ones that clamp down on the coax?
Yeah, clamp on LMR 600, you know. Clamp on a big coax cable. That's the ones I need.
And that was, what was the diameter of the hole? Was that quarter-inch or half-inch or what?
Oh, I got 3/4, I got 1/2 inch. You can get them at HRO all day long. These are 1-inch.
So is the LMR 600, is that 1-inch coax?
Yeah, big stuff.
Wow. Is it stiff or flexible?
Yeah, it's flexible. That's what me and Ward are running. You got to step up. You got to step up with the big boys.
Well, I got 400.
Yeah, 400 and add 200. Add 200 and 400 makes 600.
Look at that.
They make 900 and they make 1,200.
Does the size go up with a number?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
On ship, I've seen some big coax they use for radar or what? I forget. No, they use radar for radar. It was something, but it's about almost 2 inches, and it's got a big semiconductor.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I used to run 7/8 hardline. You ever see how big 7/8 looks?
Probably I've seen it on
Greg. Well, next time I'm on my bicycle, I'll take a piece with me. I got some. Just the connections. I think it's $200 a piece. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, but the signals you get. So I'm thinking about getting that antenna. They got that 24-footer, and then feed it with LMR 900. Oh yeah, makes a big difference. You get about 40 feet of that. Whew, it's hard to bend. But your signal's unbelievable.
What am I running here? About 20 over?
You come back again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, you're 60 over. You're 60 over.
Well, so I suppose I'll be impressed.
Well, I got a good big antenna. I got a good signal and everything. Well, I'll put up another radio today, 150 foot, number 4 gauge wire on the radio and the counterpoise.
On the vertical?
Yep. I found some more wire in the garage. It's just sitting there, so I thought, I'll hook it up.
Did you see Curtis's radio system?
Yes, I did.
Pretty nice to have a lot of property there.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna, next time I talk to him, I'm surprised they don't have a big tower.
You see that? Apple Valley somewhere out that way?
Yeah, Apple Valley. He's got room to put a big tower back there. Yeah, to just dig a hole 8 by foot, 8 by foot, 8 by foot, and put a 150-foot tower there.
What does Curtis do for a living? You ever ask?
Yeah, he used to be an electrician.
Wow. He's got a lot of good equipment there.
Yeah, buddy. I got more than he's got, though.
Oh, God. You never sold anything in your life.
I did. I sold 1 or 2 radios, and I was disappointed that I sold them. But anyway, I did. I never did it again. Anyway,
yourself a 9700, set that thing up, and we got to get you set up with a 24-foot antenna and put it on a hinge where you can raise it up and down. I'll help you. We'll figure out something.
Power that is just a big traffic.
They got one tower HRO guide one you can buy at a mobile. That's one I think you put in the backyard. You can put it down low, and it'll go up to, I forget, 45, 50 feet there. And yet you can crank it down low.
Got a motor to crank it down, right? Just 76 feet,
And K6OS. No, it's a hand crank. Hand crank. They do make motorized ones, but then you're getting in a different territory and you're getting in a bigger beam and everything. You're getting in one of those triangle beams or square towers. I mean, triangle towers, square towers. This one's round. It's tubular.
I've seen it. That's what I'm talking about, the tubular one. I don't know what height you can get them, but yeah, the tubular crank up.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting one of them. They're not that heavy. I can put it here on my deck. I can mount it, I can lower it down, I can put it, and then I can put another 10-foot, 50-foot pole on top of that, and then crank it up. Whoa!
Yeah, that'd be something. You carried back up to partial on South Street, right?
Yeah, I'm not exactly. Yeah, South Street's probably, but I'm not the closest house to South Street. I got two houses next to me before I hit South Street.
So you don't actually join South Street, part of your backyard?
No, I can see it, but no, there's two houses over from me before I go to South Street.
Did you ever live in any of those two houses?
No, lived here my whole life.
I swore at one time I saw an antenna from South Street, and I said, oh, that's probably Fred, the guy on the television, but I guess I was dreaming.
No, you probably see my antenna because I had it up real high, but you probably could see it if you look at it, but no. That was an antenna I had years ago. I had it in a different position than I got now.
I'll be on the side. I got to download something on your computer. And I'll get you later. W6EGG.
Okay, W6EGG. We'll catch you a little later. K6OS.
All right, good hours.
Ward, are you there, Ward? Whiskey 6, Whiskey Delta, K6OS.
Yeah, I'm here, Fred, W6WWD. I think somebody else is out there. Go ahead.
The station, go ahead.
I guess not. I heard somebody, but maybe they're mic shy.
Anyway, I checked out the website for AJ60. Yeah, that was a nice video he did. I was going to ask how he did the video so smooth, and he did it all one shot, no editing or what? Wow.
Yeah, I'm not sure. My gut assumption is did he use the GoPro, and it looks good. It was really nice. Well done. That was nice to see. Love to have his property, boy, a lot of spread out antennas.
Wow, yeah, he could have a lot of fun.
Yes, sir. Well, it looked good. It was real nice. So, anyway, just thought I just checked in the Bose a little while ago. Thought I'd come up here for a few minutes, and then I'm going to shut her down.
Are you all excited about getting your big chokes?
They're not big, Fred. They're not big. I don't know. I gave you the diameter. They're not 1 inch. You didn't get 1 inch, remember?
No, I mean the big 3/4 inch choke like I showed you at Glory's days.
Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't ordered any, but yeah, that's a heck of a choke. I'm holding off until I get my line conditioner and so forth. But yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I thought you for sure you're gonna get one of those chokes.
Don't have anything to wrap it with, that I know that's bugging me, but we'll see in due time. I think once I get my line conditioner, I gotta reroute all my cables and wires behind the desk and come up with a solution. They're just they need to be tidied up a little better than they are.
Yeah. Okay, dokie.
I don't know. So far, so good, but Well, anyway, yeah, everything else going all right?
Yeah, everything's going good. My SDR is working good. I'm really happy with my SDR. Since I choked everything up, it's real good Lacon receiver now. When I first got into it a couple months ago, I wasn't very happy with it. It wasn't clear. It was kind of buffering and doing this and that. And no, I'm real happy with it now. Amazing.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, it's good to hear. Good to hear. Well, anyway, I think Greg's on the stream, so I'll kick it over to Greg if he's listening, or maybe I'm not seeing the live feed. I'm not sure. So I'll back out of here for a while, and I'll catch you later. W6WWD.
Yeah, 73, scan 6 west.
Hello, everybody. K6EGG. I'm just listening in, guys. I don't have to talk if I'm just sitting here, that's for sure. Ward, I hope you're doing well.
I got the one on the internet.
Yeah, I have the RSBA1 something. I used it one time.
Oh, this is something that you bought?
I got it HRO. It's you plug it in, blah, 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 and you can tune the across the spectrum.
Oh, no, I'm going on the internet with mine.
So you through the internet. Well, listen here, you have to hook an antenna to it.
Yeah, I'm looking for your thing here. God, what was that, 3857.50? 3857.5. Yeah, 3857.5.
3857.5, and I think I heard Joe's on.
38, what?
3857.5.
Yeah, I got it. I thought I put a memory here and I don't see it. It must have been on another thing I put it on. Okay. It's 807.
Another quiet night here on 2 meter sideband. Jump in, say hi in the chat. Love to hear where you're from. Although it is a Wednesday night. Couldn't figure.
I'm going to let you hear it. You sound so good, you can't believe it. Okay, listen, here we go. Listen how clear mine is. Oh, there you are, down.
Hello. Good evening to you, Don. You got any traffic? No traffic.
Yeah, I heard you, Don. I heard you check in.
Just check in.
Yeah, no, I heard you check in. I heard you.
Southern Division went first tonight, so that's the service. Now they'll move to the north.
Okay. Where's that guy at?
I think Montana Station's calling roll.
Yeah, where's that guy at?
He's working Montana.
Oh, Montana, okay.
You got the feedback ready.
Oh, okay, that's, okay, let me, okay, I got rid of the feedback now? That was my other radio going in the background.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Well, I shut the speaker off. Hey, Don, there's Ron, your buddy up there in Temecula.
Can you hear me, Ron?
Yeah, I can hear you, Don.
He's doing, buddy?
Not bad. How are you doing?
Hanging in there, trying to get through the heat out here.
Yeah, we had a 99 degree today.
We were about 84, 85.
Yeah, it's down to about 83 right now, so it's not bad.
Nice talking to you, Ron. We'll get you later.
Okay, Don. W6EGG.
W6EGG.
Hey, Don. K6EGG. Just want to jump in and say hi.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Good. Just relaxing. Doing a little streaming. I heard you guys in there chatting, so I want to jump in and make sure I said hello.
Okay, I'll bring the stream up and see what's going on.
Not a whole lot, but I did pick up Curtis made a video of his ham shack, and I put it up at the beginning of my stream, so if you scroll back, you should be able to see it. I also put a link in my in the chat there, too.
Yeah, Fred saw that. He's going to get his set up like Curtis.
Yeah, he's got a nice-looking shack.
You can do a lot when you got a lot of room.
I'm jealous of that antenna farm he has. It's beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's got a lot of property, do a lot of experimentation and have a lot of fun.
That he does, and he sounds good, too, in my area.
Hey, Ron, do you hear Greg down there by the airport?
Oh, yeah, I hear Greg.
Okay.
And Ron, I hear you good tonight. I have a little bit of noise. Let me see if I can yank that filter off and maybe get a little better copy on you.
I've got a little bit of a noise here, too, but yeah, you're making it over, Greg.
Excellent. Yeah, I'm picking you up a little bit better now. I took that filter off.
Roger. Yeah, wait till you get another antenna up. Then it'll be different.
That's going to be a while, but I definitely would love to get another one.
Yeah, I like the CP9. It seems to work pretty good.
It's definitely doing a job down here with those the grounding radios you added. I think made the difference of me hearing you.
Roger. Yeah, I'm going to put a few more on and toss those up on the roof. Yeah, we'll see what happens.
How many watts are you doing?
Okay. Hey, 73, Greg. How are you feeling, by the way?
Pretty sore. Actually, I have a lot of pain I had before the surgery, which is a little bit scary. So I'm going to discuss it with my doctor actually a week from tomorrow. So other than that, I'm up walking around. But yeah, I was hoping a little more of the pain would be gone by now. But thanks for checking in.
Don't push yourself. Just take your time. 73. Talk to you later. K6EGG, W6EGG.
Take care, Ron. Have a good evening, sir.
For those of you watching on stream, pretty quiet night. Feel free to jump in, say hi in the chat. Always wondering who everybody's from. So jump in, say hi, let me know where you're from. And sorry about that there. I also have a way to bring in different video and audio feeds into the stream. I picked up a converter, which makes that possible. I actually have my laptop that I use for monitoring the stream. I can add into this stream now, so I can bring up web pages and stuff like that. I see a lot of guys bringing up web pages and stuff like that. I tried doing it with my computer I'm using for the stream, but it is almost a 10-year-old computer. It's not doing too well, so that's why I had to bring in another way to do it. But it seems to be working now the way I would like it. It's not the way it's supposed to work, but it still accomplishes the job I want to do. I'm gonna have to take that hotkey off there. right. Doesn't look like too many people on frequency tonight, so I think I'm going to call it a night for the radio and for the stream. Pretty excited. I got some new stuff going on. I'll just show you here real quick how I can get different information on the screen. I did mess with it briefly before with my computer, but it did crash a couple times. So let's say if we want to look up repeater information here on the live stream. Got slow internet right now for some reason. Usually it's pretty solid. So anyways, I'll bring up the repeater book here. So let's say if we want to bring up some D-Star. Of course I got to add in there. And my computer just froze up. It's still frozen. I got some internet issues I'm dealing with too, so I'm surprised I'm being able to do the stream. So here's some D-Star repeaters. This one's a Mount Oso, that's Lodi, that's Northern California. Looks like we got a Wrightwood. Might be able to hit that. The HRO, looks like the HRO one is down. Shut off that amplifier so you don't have to hear that fan in the background. You do have to hear my chair though. This promoter one is close. Let's take a look at this one. Oops. And the killer one. Dennis is nice enough to let us use this right here. This one has some pretty good range here. Check this range out on this. Oops. I got all this advertisement here. It's got some decent range here for Southern California. Yeah, we've talked in this a few times, the 2 meter version of this. There's another one here. God, these ads. I don't know what the range is on this one. It doesn't really have a range, but it looks like to be Kellogg Hill, I'm guessing. Actually, Kellogg Hill is a little bit over more, but it still has some pretty good range in my area. I can definitely hit it. So you got Palm Springs. So you got Redlands. It's a multi-mode one. Looks like it will do analog as well as D-Star. Calexico. That's it for D-Star? That's it? Let's look at the 2 meter version of this repeater here. It's got a little more range, I think. I think it almost goes to the, yeah. It almost goes to the border of Nevada. Pretty impressive. We actually talked to somebody that found us on the stream on field day, and that chair is driving me nuts. And we asked them to go over to Reflector 70 Charlie, which this is, I believe, is connected to right now. You can go to their Keller Peak Repeater Club here. Gives you all the information. You can register. Gives you different stuff you can do. Kinds of good links. Thing has a beautiful view up there. I've actually never been up to Keller Peak. I think it's above Wekipa. But anyways, this is a little something I can do. I could show some screenshots and stuff like that. I've been trying to get that to work for the last couple months correctly. I did have it work one night, but it can only go to one page, or my OBS would crash or my Safari would crash, and I have to reset it in OBS, which is the software that I have for streaming. But it's a work in progress, just kind of fun messing around with everything here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. A little quiet tonight. I understand it's a holiday weekend last couple days, and people are probably not itching to get back on the radio, just kind of hanging out by the TV, which I'll be with down in just a few minutes. So thanks again for watching. This is Greg K6EGG, and I'm going to be clear.